Lesson 5.1. Write equations in slope-intercept form. How do you write an equation of a line using slope-intercept form? Well, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So we need a slope and a y-intercept. So the first part here, we have to write the equation of a line with the given slope and y-intercept. So for A, the slope is 8 and the y-intercept is -7. So we take the 8, substitute that in for m, the -7 in for b, y equals 8x minus 7. There's the equation of our line in slope-intercept form. Now we have to write the equation of the line shown. So if we are writing an equation in slope-intercept form, that is y equals mx plus b, we have to identify two things, a slope and a y-intercept. Well, we already know the equation of slope as y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So if we look at the 2 points that were given on the graph, 3, 5, and 1, 1, we will label those as x1, y1, x2, y2. And the only reason it's x1, y1 is because it's 0.1, x2, y2 is 0.2. So now we substitute those into the equation. We have 5 minus 1 over 3 minus 1, which equals 4 over 2, and 4 divided by 2 is 2. So our slope is 2. And now to find our b, we will use our equation y equals mx plus b. We will pick one of the points and use the slope and substitute those into the equation. So if we pick the point 1, 1, we have an x value and a y value. The y is 1, the slope is 2, and the x is 1. So now we're left with one variable b and solve for b. And we find that b equals -1. So now we have our m and our b, our slope and our y-intercept. And now we just substitute those into y equals mx plus b, and we have the equation of our line. Y equals 2x minus 1. Now I have to write an equation of a line given 2 points. Now we're trying to write an equation of a line in slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. And for slope-intercept form, we have to identify two things, the slope and the y-intercept. Well, we're given 2 points, so we'll use the slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we label our points x1, y1, and x2, y2. And now we substitute those numbers into the equation. So we have 3 minus -3 over 4 minus 0. 3 minus -3 is 3 plus 3, because when you subtract a negative, the two negatives tell you are adding. So it becomes a plus sign. So now 3 plus 3 is 6, 4 minus 0 is 4, and we can reduce that to 3 over 2. So our slope is 3 over 2. Now we will use our slope and we will pick one of the points to substitute into y equals mx plus b to solve for b and find out what our y-intercept is. I always like to pick a point if there's a 0 in it because a 0 helps us simplify quicker. So 3, our slope is 3 over 2, our x is 0 plus b. Now we solve for b. Now 3 halves times 0 is 0. So -3 equals 0 plus b, and 0 plus b is just b, so b equals -3. So now our equation is y equals 3 over 2x minus 3. Now we must write an equation of the line when we are given 2 points. Now we know we're trying to write the equation in y equals mx plus b form, slope-intercept form. And to do that, we must identify the slope and the y-intercept. Now, when we're given 2 points, we already know the slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we label our first point x1, y1. We label our second point x2, y2. Now we take those values and substitute them into the equation. So, y2 is 5, y1 is 4, x2 is 2, and x1 is 1. 5 minus 4 is 1, 2 minus 1 is 1, 1 divided by 1 is 1. So the slope is 1. Now we use the slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, to find the b, the y-intercept. So we pick a point, and I will pick 1, 4, and we use the slope 1 and substitute them into the y equals mx plus b. So y is 4, m is 1, and x is 1. And now we solve for b. 1 times 1 is 1. Now we subtract 1 to both sides. 4 minus 1 is 3. b equals 3. So our equation is y equals 1x plus 3. Now we don't write the 1 in front of the x. We can simplify that by removing the 1. So y equals x plus 3. Write an equation for the linear function f with the values f of 0 equals 5 and f of 4 equals 17. Now we already know a function is f of x equals mx plus b. Now f of x, we're talking about f of x, and we have f of 4 and f of 0. So the 4 is an x and the 0 is an x. The 17 is a y and the 5 is a y. So we have 2 points there because we have an x and a y with each, so that's an ordered pair. So our first ordered pair is 0, 5, and our second ordered pair is 4, 17. So we label them x1, y1, and x2, y2. And we substitute those into the slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we have 17 minus 5 over 4 minus 0. 17 minus 5 is 12, 4 minus 0 is 4, and 12 divided by 4 is 3. So we found the slope is 3. So since we always try to write an equation in y equals mx plus b form, we need to identify the slope and the y-intercept, and we already found the slope is 3. So now we must pick one of our points and use our slope and substitute those into y equals mx plus b to find the y-intercept. I decided to pick the point 0, 5 because 0 always helps us simplify the equation faster. So y is 5, m is 3, x is 0 plus b. Now solve for b. 3 times 0 is 0. 0 plus b is b. So the y-intercept is 5. So our equation is y equals 3x plus 5.